hungover as shit today, by the way. So, the other day, we stopped at Story Dispensary in Springfield. Now, it's not one of my go-to dispensaries. My little brother told me about this dispensary because they always have some crazy, crazy deals. The first time I went there, I believe I grabbed a quarter. No, I got a half, 14 grams, for $18. Now, if you're on the East Coast, Jersey, anywhere near us, if you ever heard of Kind Tree is usually kind of a pricey brand. It's usually like about $60 for a 3.5, stuff like that. And bro, $18 for a half of Dirty Kush, bro, from them. Top of the fucking line. 10 out of 10 all around, from appeal to the nose, to the terps, to the high, everything about it. They usually have some really good bangers. Long story short, I've gotten $15 A's from them. I've gotten $20 A's from them. It's always bangers. They usually have the brands you can't find for good prices. Long story short, this time I went back, I got some Anthology. Now, the quarters were $30 each. I ended up walking away paying $70 for a half. We tried the Garlic Cane yesterday on Twitch. Excuse me, guys. The Garlic Cane was a banger. The terps were through the roof. I can't even lie. Excuse me, disgusting hiccups. The Miami Gelato. I've already tried it before. I'll be honest. The terps are kind of low. It's like 1.5 on terps. I like 2.0 and up. Shout out to my brother Green Growth over there for putting me onto that knowledge as well. I feel like anything above 2.0 usually has a good smell, good taste. The terps are there. Now, with this Miami Gelato, it has a gelato-ish terp to it, but I'll be honest, the terps are not very distinct. So, it will take you a blend or two to sit there and pick out what you're actually tasting. But I will be honest, the high is there, absolutely. The taste, not so much. So if you are smoking for taste, it's probably not one for you. But in terms of potency, this thing will put an elephant down. This thing is strong. I'm not gonna lie to you. As you can see, look, we're halfway down the L. I'm smacked as it is. But let's get into it with you guys real quick. I mean, right away. You get that herbalness. I don't want to say grassy, but it's a floral. It's a floral for sure, almost like a rose. You get some lemon in there. You get some pine in there. Some sour, little salt and pepper vibes. But it packs a punch. Almost makes you want to cough. You get diesel notes in there too. Almost like a sweet haze. It's a weird one. But I'm telling you, it don't hit you like no haze. This thing has some punch behind it, I'm telling you. Ash, not the cleanest. Again, I'm smoking blunt, so that might have something to do with it as well. But I'll be honest, Anthology is not one of the brands I go for either. I've gotten a couple of things from Anthology in the past, like a Slurricane, and it wasn't that great. It was a Slurricane IX, to be exact, and it wasn't that great. But these two from Anthology, I'll tell you right now, I can bet my bottom dollar on them. Budget bangers for sure, guys. When it comes to the dispensary, I'm usually looking for deals. I menu shop, so to anybody out there, and stop shopping off of THC percentages, guys. Little known fact that a lot of us stoners don't know. When you shop off of THC percentage, out of 1,000 plants, they're only testing one plant. And if you know anything about the cultivation side, every plant's gonna test differently. Every plant might have a different terp. It might even look different. So I might buy dog walker right now. You buy dog walker in 4 days, it might not be the same dog walker, you know? So that's one thing with the reviews, where sometimes you gotta take what we say as a grain of salt as well, because you might get a different batch, you might go to a different location, might be the same strain, but it could be a completely different pheno. So yeah, that's one thing. That's a very important thing. And also, when you search at dispensaries for whatever you're looking for, make sure when you are getting a good deal, you look up that strain information. Make sure you figure out the cross, because this is one way to see. 10 times out of 10, if you've tried Runts and you've tried Kush, if it's a Kush Runts cross, 9 times out of 10 you're gonna end up liking it because you like both of those crosses, you know? That's one way to tell you're gonna get some good weed out of the dispensary as well. But again, that pheno comes into play to where I might have had that strain, I loved it, you cop that strain somewhere else, and you might end up hating it, you know? There's a lot of different things that come into play when you go and buy your trees or whatever you want to call it. I would definitely say stop shopping off a THC percentage if that's what you're doing, though, for sure, guys. A lot of people go into a store, they're like, ooh, 40%. I'll pay the $80 for an eighth. They buy it, it's a fucking booth. That batch you bought wasn't tested at 40%. So that's one way to just figure that out too, guys. Nip that in the ass so you don't spend any money on some shit you don't even like. So I hardly ever take anybody's word for it. So I really do appreciate a lot of people who do tap in with the review page and take my word for it, because I'll spend the time, I'll spend the dime, so you don't. That's really what a reviewer is going to do. Not only are we showcasing new strains that people haven't seen, or new cultivators, or new brands, but it's also about finding good deals out there too, guys. You don't got to spend all your money on trying to, get high. And I feel like the plant shouldn't really be prioritized financially like that either. But, people got to make their money, especially in legal states. It's a cash grab. That batch of shitty weed that nobody liked, that nobody wanted to buy, is still going to be getting sold that month. And then when nobody buys it, it's going to go on sale. So sometimes those deals aren't really deals. They're really just clean out house sales. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing. The street weed's cool too. Right now, I feel like I'm convenience and quality over price, because I get good deals when I go to the quote-unquote plug, but you really want to go through the hassle of waiting for bro on the side of the street in the car for 20 minutes. Then you get in a sketchy-ass fucking smoke shop bag. If you're in a legal state like I am, you ride around with a smoke shop bag that is not from the dispensary. It's usually a problem 9 times out of 10 too. And who doesn't have a dispensary near their house within a mile, within fucking 15 minutes, 10 minutes, It's a convenience thing. But also I feel like I definitely get better cultivars and definitely better deals. It's also healthier, I feel like, in a way, sometimes, because some of these brands are very unethical as well, where they might have a mold outbreak or pest outbreak. They still selling us the bud. So I don't know. The weed world's in a funny space right now at this time. But this is my morning coffee and wake and bake / hotbox / review with you guys. Miami Gelato from Anthology, $30 for a quarter. If you ever catch it, get it. Don't even question it. John said it's fire. It's fire. Trust me. I'll be real with you. Me and the missus smoke together, so if it's shit weed, I gotta hear her missus' mouth. So I usually, they don't really keep shit weed around. But I gotta do this more often, guys. Maybe next time I'll promote it so people actually show up. But it's cool to actually just sit here and chat with you guys and give you a full-on taste test as we sit here. High, amazing, talkative, creative, focused, locked in. Right now, I can go stream on TikTok right now if I really felt the need to. I'm definitely locked in. I can go clean. It's functioning, but you're stone. It's also one of those almost perfect balances. I can go sit down and pass out, or I can stand up and start getting to work, So it's one of those. But definitely check out Miami Gelato, guys.